continue. I wanted to touch on something that happened to me. So I always wanted to surf. Like for the longest time, I wanted to surf. I wanted to learn how to surf. It was a dream of mine. I found it so cool. Whenever I was seeing people surfing, I was like, oh my god, I really want to try it and stuff. So when I came here, I was like, oh my god, this is the perfect moment for me to try and surf and take surf lessons. So I looked for surf school and stuff. I found one. I started my surf lesson. And the teacher was cool, but I think he started hitting on me on the second lesson. So I wasn't flattering or whatever, because at this point I just don't want men to approach me anymore. I cannot. I am so tired of being hitting on a daily basis wherever I am. Plus in Tanzania, add to that marriage proposal. People want to marry me. Like, I don't know, since I've been in Tanzania, I've received almost 20 marriage proposal. Like, stop it, I'm not a piece of meat. So I'm getting tired of this. And he was hitting on me, and I said that I wasn't interested. I made it pretty clear I wanted to stay here alone, spend time on my own, and yeah, basically I wasn't interested. But he didn't care, because he was nice, but he was so pushy and he was making me uncomfortable. So for example, we had a lesson, it was going smoothly and stuff, everything was great, and then he started like saying something, and I was like, no, not gonna happen. And he was like, oh, but you have to enjoy the South African experience and stuff. And I was like, by that he meant you have to have sex with the South African guy. I told him I wasn't interested, and he kept pushing. And the funny thing is, and I think I'm not alone in that, is that he was making me uncomfortable, because his goal was to have sex with me. I didn't want that at all, and I couldn't speak up and say once and for all, I'm not interested, you're making me uncomfortable, you are a teacher, I'm your student, it's not appropriate, stop it. I couldn't even say that, because I was concerned I'd make him sad or hurt his feelings. Like, what kind of thinking is that? He is the one making me uncomfortable, and I am afraid to speak up, because I am afraid I'm gonna hurt his feelings. So I don't know what kind of conditioning is that, patriarchal society and stuff, but it was hard. Because I wanted to tell him to fuck off so hard. When my last lesson was done, I almost ran out, because I didn't want to give him my number, I didn't want to speak to him. I was like, hey, bye, thanks, and I just bounced. So I wanted to write a feedback on the school, like publicly, but I didn't want to give them bad publicity and stuff. So I decided I'm just gonna send a message to one of the guys that coordinates the lessons and stuff. But yeah, it wasn't appropriate, and I'm really tired. Like, when people say no is no. What do you want me? You want me to force myself and to have sex with you while I don't want to, just to make you happy? I mean, how is that okay with you? Like, you okay having sex with someone you're forced into having sex with you? It's fucked up. And I'd say I'm working on speaking up, but it's really hard for me, because when I was younger, I was told that I had to be quiet, that I had to take up the tiniest space, etc. And I'm really starting to speak up, but I still struggle sometimes. So why I struggle to speak up so much is because I don't know which tense I have to use, this limiting belief, which is you're a girl, you have to stay quiet, you don't have to speak up for yourself and stuff. So something that helped me a lot was to make a list of my limiting beliefs and how they were not serving me. Because either you have limiting beliefs that are not serving you, or you have beliefs that you believe in, basically. So if you believe certain things, you don't have to work on them. Like, you believe them, it's okay for you to think that, move on. So let's come back to the limiting beliefs. So you write every limiting belief you have and how it's detrimental to you, how it's not serving you. And for example, for me it was I am a girl, I have to stay quiet, I cannot speak up for myself, blah blah blah. And then you start to take baby steps towards this goal. So for example, for me a baby step would be, I was 16, 17, I was at my boyfriend's house and I couldn't even ask for a glass of water because I was so afraid to speak up. So I started, for example, to ask for glasses of water, or I don't know, ask small favors, because I also had trouble asking for help. So I would ask, for example, if someone could borrow me a pen or something. So basically baby steps, because it's amazing to have goals, but sometimes you want to aim too high and you don't see the fruits of your labor regularly, because you're waiting for these huge milestones and stuff. So I'd say small goals, or even big goals, we don't care, but baby steps, so that you can feel rewarded all the way. So one thing I wanted to touch on was a confidence hack. So for example, if you're not confident and you want to fake it until you make it, one thing you can do is, let's say someone gives you a compliment, accept it. Whether you believe it or not, accept it. This person gave you a compliment because they think you're pretty, you're handsome, whatever. They mean it, otherwise they wouldn't have said it. So just accept it, because when you accept a compliment and you act like you know it, you're not coming out too confident or narcissistic or whatever. You know it. I mean, you have mirrors in your house, and there's nothing wrong in saying that you love the way you look, because I mean, you cannot really do anything about it. I mean, you were born this way. Even if you had surgery or stuff, you had to work like from something. And yeah, people giving you compliments, if you act like, oh, are you serious, are you real, like, I didn't know, I'm not feeling myself today and stuff, stop self-deprecating. Like, this is gonna tell them that you're not confident. And this is a confidence hack. Fake it until you make it. Accept compliments. It means a lot. It says a lot about you, the way you accept compliments. So yeah, I was talking with my sister about it, and I thought it was an amazing confidence hack. So bear that in mind. And also, when you give compliments to others, you can think about that when someone gives you compliments, but also how people react when you give them compliments. You can learn a lot about people like this. Bye guys!